Hi, I'm Todd. 2014, a young group who sat beside my audio board at church asked me if I'd like to do a short-term mission trip with them to an orphanage in Mexico. And I had been to Mexico as a teen in my Spanish club class at Oak Creek High School, believe it or not. In September, we got in 3 vans and were dropped off at the international terminal of O'Hare and flew to a little airport in Puebla. After clearing customs, we were greeted by some staff from the orphanage and traveled to their facility. It seemed to be in the middle of nowhere. It took us over 15 minutes just to get from the highway up to the gate. We went to the church on Sunday in the city of Puebla, which is now about 5 million people. The church was also started by the founders of the orphanage, and a lot of the kids came by bus to attend. The rest of the congregation was people from the neighborhood, a lot of people walking in or taking bicycles. On Monday, we did a work project, and then we had lunch and craft time with the kids. And these kids, many of them rescued from the streets or abusive family situations, were so happy, and they loved one another and were excited to be with us. My heart had already been broken that day, and I knew I would be back. Over 20 years of seeing, befriending, and working with missionaries was eclipsed by 48 hours of actually being on a short-term mission trip to a place that was not all that far away. I've now been there 15 times in the last 10 years. My world has expanded every time I go, and God gives me new connections and shows me His heart for the nations, His church, and His children. In early 2025, a new administration building will be constructed to move all the ministry offices for the orphanage, church, the Bible school, the regular school, outreach, and others, and open up space in the regular dorms for more than 30 more kids. To date, EV has had over 700 kids live at their campuses, and the work is never ending. I've been so blessed to be at EV many times when new kids arrive. When they're having their first meals, I see the other kids and staff come up, smile at them, give them hugs, and introduce themselves. God doesn't waste any time in starting the healing process. The needs are ongoing at EV. The building was just completed with showers and a room for food distribution and medical support. There are dozens of families, most of them teenage mothers and their little ones, whose husbands have left to work somewhere else, and most of them never send any support or come back. 2025 1128 community is looking to go farther, not just here in this building, in Oak Creek or Milwaukee, but to take our first step to being an internationally minded missional church. 1128 has a great opportunity, and I believe we are called to be part of the ministry of Esperanza Viva. The Bible talks so many times about helping orphans, and we can support them monetarily and through prayer. You can sponsor a child if God puts it on your heart. And we can start by helping fund here, near, and far this last quarter of 2024.